This YCN segment is brought to you by MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
1, 2, 3, Eagle! Let's go!
This mid-April baseball matchup was played in Windsor, Vermont on a cold afternoon. The Yellow Jackets sent junior Robert Slocum to the mound while Springfield countered with Matt Vasey. Slocum was effective in the top of the first, striking out 2 while working around a walk. But the Cosmos starter Vasey struggled in the bottom of the inning. Windsor's Ryland Richardson led things off with a walk, and he quickly stole second. Seth Balch, after taking a foul ball off the left knee, followed him with a double to right, which drove in the runner. The hosts quickly added 4 more runs after working walks and taking advantage of some passed balls. After 1 inning, Windsor was up 5-0. To begin the second, Slocum pitched a quick 1-2-3 inning using the defense behind him and racking up his 3rd strikeout. When the Jacks came up to bat next, Richardson and Balch were both walked, and more pass balls and poor control plated runs. After 2, Windsor was up 7. Springfield's number 9 hitter Lake led off the top of the 3rd with a bloop single to left. He managed to advance to 2nd and 3rd after Windsor's own pass balls. Slocum forced a flyout and a strikeout though, and almost got out of the jam. But a throw from catcher Duncan Frazier went over the head of the starter, which allowed Lake to score. That single run, however, didn't seem to make too much of a difference. In the bottom of the same inning, Windsor's senior Ben Meager led off with a base hit and stolen base, and junior Adam Stapleton drove him in with his own single. The host then worked a number of walks, some of which drove in runs. And Slocum, helping out his own cause, drove in a pair after a base hit. When 3 full innings were done, Windsor was up 14-1. The top of the 4th saw more domination from Slocum with a ground ball and a pair of strikeouts, as his outing came to a close with only 1 run allowed. The Yellow Jackets added to their lead in the bottom of the inning with more walks, base hits, and pass balls, plating 5 more runs. All they had to do was secure the top of the 5th to win the game by the mercy rule. Richardson was put in for relief and worked a quick 2 outs with a K and a ground out.
There you go.
He ran into a bit of trouble to close out the game with a walk and a double, but got the job done in the end with a fly out to Justin Smith, as the Jacks won with a final score of 19-2. Windsor's Robert Slocum pitched a strong 4 innings with 1 run allowed and an impressive 7 strikeouts, while collecting the win and driving in 4 RBIs at the plate. The team as a whole allowed just 2 hits, while swinging for a combined 10. After the game, we spoke with Windsor's Seth Balch and Slocum to get their takes on the win.
I think, we did a good job putting the ball in play, hitting strikes and kind of, making them work. We didn't help them out really. They helped us a lot. They walked a lot of kids. They had a tough time finding the strike zone today, but it happens sometimes. Some games you're off a little bit, and so we took advantage of that. And we came out, first inning, put up a couple of runs. I think it was 5. Came back next inning, put on a few more, and just, we had an aggressive mentality coming in, and we just jumped on the opportunities we had. He did an excellent job. He threw strikes. We knew, it might not be one of the best, record teams we see all year, and good luck to them throughout the season. But when he came in, we knew he had to throw strikes. He had to work down in the zone. We played good defense behind him, and if he struck people out, he struck people out. But we just really wanted him to work on, pitching the way he pitches and getting better. So he did a great job. Well, it's a continual grind. Remembering back to last year and my sophomore year when we won the state championship in baseball, it is an incredible amount of hard work and kind of repeating the same process over and over and over again. Very much like football, you're kind of repeating the same things, but on a more detailed level. You're practicing these same exact things every day, and you're doing it until you get it perfect. So, there's not a lot of room for error when you're playing the game. You really have to get everything right, and you got to come and you got to be ready to play every single game. So, just continually working hard in practice, working on the details of the game, coming out and playing hard.
Us as pitchers, we always want to work on first pitch strike, not getting down the count. I think I did pretty good. Teammates behind me cheering me on, but put me in the mood to throw strikes. I'm mixing in the pitches: fastball, two-seam, curveball, hitting the mitt where it is, where the catcher has it. Like, as we went through the order, we kind of knew what their weakness was, and that's where I threw it. Justin Smith, he was the only one that actually hit the ball hard in the outfield. Seth Bulch backing me on, cheering me. Rylan Richardson, nice plays at shortstop. Dylan Hodgson making that play at third, bobbled it, stayed with it. Even though the guy was safe, he still made a good play. Duncan Frazier catching. Being able to throw the ball back to the pitcher, we struggled with that today. But hitting the ball where they aren't, line drives, less pop-ups, and we should be good. Pitchers do their thing, and I think we should be good.
Springfield falls to 0-2 while Windsor improves to 3-0. The Cosmos next host Burr and Burton on Friday, while the Yellow Jackets next host their rivals from Woodstock on Saturday afternoon.